Hey everyone, and welcome to another series, Mage Lunch and Learn series on streaming pipelines. We'll just give it another minute or so for people to join, and then we'll get it kicked off. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. And once again, welcome to Mage's Lunch and Learn series on streaming pipelines. These are going to be a series of quick educational live streams that we're going to do. They're about 10 to 15 minutes long, and they'll give a brief we'll give a brief overview of streaming pipelines, and then at the end answer any questions. So a little bit about myself. I'm a 7-year law enforcement veteran. I was a police officer in the Northern Virginia suburbs, so that's right outside of Washington, D.C., and worked as a data analytics consultant for 5 years and have been at Mage for the last 6 months working in developer relations, developer education, and developer advocacy. So what is Mage? If you don't know what Mage is, it's a data pipeline tool for transforming and integrating data. It's available in 2 versions. For teams, we have a fully managed platform for integrating and transforming data, and a self-hosted open source version to build and run data pipelines. So what are some advantages you might see using Mage Pro? There's no need to worry about data or infrastructure. We'll handle all of that. You get access to new and advanced features and custom support or custom feature requests. You also get 24/7 support. So what are streaming pipelines? Streaming pipelines in Mage are designed to process data in real time as it arrives, rather than in batches at scheduled intervals. This feature is particularly beneficial for use cases where immediate data processing is crucial, such as real-time analytics, monitoring, and decision-making systems. So why should you use Mage to run your streaming pipelines? We've seen a reduction in latency from ingestion to insights, simplification of data architecture, and a lower barrier to entry for building streaming pipelines. So some advantages we've seen in a technology solutions company that uses Mage. They migrated their streaming pipeline from Databricks to Mage and reduced their latency by over 8x. They were focused on real-time processing over micro batch processing, simple configuration and setup process in Mage, and they reduced the need for performance tuning in Mage. So here's a little bit about what we'll learn today. We'll show a streaming data source from into Google PubSub, connect a Mage streaming pipeline to Google PubSub, perform a simple transformation, and then sync data to the Google BigQuery. So we'll go ahead and escape out of this and bring up Google BigQuery. So first, I want to talk about the WebSocket I created. It's to stream data from the Binance API to Google PubSub. I'm not going to show you the actual code. We're actually going to reconnect to my terminal here. I won't show you the code because it does have some secrets. But if you DM me in LinkedIn or leave a message on YouTube, I can send you that script through email or through the DMs. But let's go ahead and run this code. Sorry, give me 1 second. So you'll see the stream start to happen in a second here. And you can see the stream starting to work. So we'll go back to our Mage pipeline. And we have 3 basic blocks. One we're going to use to get data from Google Pub Sub. We'll do a simple transformation, and then we'll also export our data to Google BigQuery. So in the first data loader, you'll want to fill out the YAML connection with secrets to your Google Pub Sub source. So we'll have a project ID, a topic ID, a sub ID, and most importantly, you'll want to store your credentials.json file in a place where Mage can read it. So you can see that my credentials.json file is stored under the Mage tutorials folder, and the path is provided in this path to credentials JSON file. The second block here is going to be a transformer block. You'll see that we're going to first parse our data from our JSON, and then we're going to convert our timestamp from Unix to a readable date string, and then perform a calculation where we just multiply our price times quantity to get total value, and return this filtered data in our transformed messages. Finally, we're going to sync our data to Google BigQuery. We'll need to use a profile from our ioconfig.yaml file, and also provide a table ID and an insert strategy. So in our ioconfig.yaml file, you can see our Google YAML configuration here. You'll want to fill out all of this information with either secrets or the information that you need from Google, and then provide your profile name to the data exporter. So once we have all that information, you can see the tree here, the dependency tree here. Let me just we'll execute this pipeline. You can see that we are starting to stream data to our Google BigQuery source. And if you see, I do have just a count star. We were at 15,814 records prior to our beginning streaming for this session. And you can see now we have 16,114, and we'll show that again. 16,214. So you can see that the stream is working into Google BigQuery. All right, that is it for today. That leaves quite a bit of time for questions if anybody has one. If you have a question, please type it into the chat. Also, something that just was brought to my attention. If you have any ideas for our future lunch and learns, let me know in the chat as well, and we can put together something that will be interesting to our audience. Blocks are executed if you're meaning just by simple execution. I mean, you can run the block um, in like a batch pipeline with just the play button, or also you can um, command enter will also run your blocks. Um, can you build iceberg tables in blob storage instead of syncing to BigQuery? Let me see if it's available. It doesn't look like iceberg tables are available as a data exporter in streaming pipelines, but it is a possibility for this feature because we do have data exports to iceberg in our batch processing. So I believe the options are local Python, K8s, and ECS. LK, I can chat you later so we can talk more about that. I'm not overly familiar. So I can get you more information if you want to DM me in LinkedIn. How does deconfliction work with blocks if I want to start 5 batch pipelines at the same time with local pipelines? Which is executed first? This is also a question I would have to get back to you on. Are there any additional questions? Okay, if there's no additional questions, that's going to conclude our Lunch and Learn series on streaming blocks. And LK, I will respond to you in the YouTube comments section. Thanks and have a great day.